I think a lot of the times we are so focused on perceiving the outcome and completely ignoring the experience on building it. It's like a lot of people say, trust the process and just hang on and wait for it, trust, but nobody really tells you to enjoy the process, to build it, to, be there in the makings of the outcome itself. Because at what point do we become the outcome instead of, the now, the present, the experience, right? It's like you work out for a whole year. It's like the whole year just goes. It's like you weren't focused, and it it's like your gains weren't there as much as if you really just enjoyed working out in and of itself and just enjoyed perceiving yourself as someone who's built. I don't know if that holds up as a good example, but I'm basically saying it's that a lot of people, especially me, like I think a lot of the times um I fall victim to this, or I am trapped in this sort of mindset that it's like, oh, I want to be like this. I wish I was like this. And a lot of people always want the outcome to come faster. But at the same time, it's like, like everything, you have to work for it in life. You have to work for things in life. So how about instead of just focusing on the outcome of your work, you start accepting your work as it is and you start enjoying it. You start being happy that you're doing the work. There's a difference between the person who wants to be ripped and the person who enjoys working out to be ripped. Because the person who enjoys the work will keep on working. The person who enjoys building the foundations for their outcome ultimately keeps on going. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, then are you really deserving of what the outcome is, right? It's like you're living in the future. You're living in a world that has never happened yet. Instead of just focusing on what's going on right now, focusing on what really matters, focusing on the now. It's like instead of focusing on a life that you have yet to live and focusing on the life you've already lived in the past, why not live the life you're living now? It's like that in life. We overshoot everything. Sometimes we like to focus on the present or we like to focus on the past. But the thing is that nothing ever stays and that life is always moving. Life will always keep on going. And you know, if you don't look at the past, I mean, if you don't look at the present as much as you do in the past, if you don't look at the present, you're going to miss things. And if you miss the work that you're doing right now, then if you get ripped and stuff and you get the outcome I guess you get, sometimes you get the outcome without actually, being present in the work and learning from the work that you've done. And I guess that's something that I really need to work on sometimes. And a lot of times people need to work on too. Don't just trust the process, learn to accept the process. Because everything in this life you have to work for. You get up in the morning, it's not like you're gonna be ripped the next day. No. Let's take drawing for example. I've loved drawing ever since I was a kid. I've I've always been in art. I've always been singing. I've always been an artist. I've always considered myself as one. And some people tune in to my YouTube videos knowing that I make music and knowing I'm Leon. And I'm not Julian to people. I'm Leon. I'm an R&B artist. How did I get to be who I am right now? How did I get to be, this artist, this singer, this person who I am now? It's not that I wished every day that the outcome of becoming a good artist just comes to me tonight or the next day. It's not that I just did it because I wanted to be good at drawing. Well, sometimes, you would, but I did it because I genuinely loved what I did, you know? Same thing as I'm, standing, oh, actually sitting across this camera right now, you know? Like, I can't control how many subscribers or how many likes this video is gonna get. And if you're watching this, thank you. I thank you, and you mean a lot to me as a viewer, as a person who tunes into my videos, although there aren't many of you. Um, I still do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy giving advice. I enjoy, just looking, to reflect upon my actions and to share it with you guys. And hopefully you guys see within yourselves and you guys reflect and you guys become better people. I want us to grow together. I'm not doing this because of some outcome. Well, it would be nice to get, 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. Who knows? Who cares? Right? What's nicer to me is that I'm doing what I'm doing. I like drawing for the sake of drawing, and that's how I got good. I liked singing and making music because I liked singing and making music. And that's how I became this singer, this artist. And I think, you know, past few months, the reason I've stopped making music and put a hold on just writing songs and music in general is that, to be honest with everyone, I feel like I haven't been making music for myself or because I enjoyed it anymore. It was more like of an outcome. And when I realized that I was looking at the numbers instead of the passion inside of my heart, it was like, am I really enjoying this or anymore, or am I just doing this so people could look at me differently? Am I doing this so just hope that people will look at me as this cool or this artist or to be respected? Be respected over something I loved would be nice, but to love what I love, to love what I love for the sake of loving what I love is even nicer, right? And I haven't felt that way for music in a while. I felt like, oh, if I tweak this, maybe people won't like it. If I go this direction, have more freedom, maybe people won't like it. It's like, what point is my music mine anymore, other than the people's? And that's why I took a break. I've stopped. It feels like started feeling like music was a chore. You know, and I think that's when the outcome, it starts to dissipate. It starts to fade. It's like you're not loving what you're doing anymore, so you're not really gonna get to where you want to be. Because if you don't love what you do, again, that's another factor. You can trust the process, but if you don't love what you do, then the process is never gonna come, or at least the process that you want. That's what I've noticed. It's like you gotta love what you do to love what you get out of it too. So I guess that's all I had to share for tonight. Nothing really much either crosses my mind. So peace and love, everyone, and remember, don't just trust the process. Enjoy it too. Capiche? Capiche.